AMC, they announced recently. I actually got an email about it being one of the A-list subscribers. And fun fact, Chad got an email about it too. He was very excited to finally get an email from somebody that he subscribes to. He much to his chagrin, when MoviePass was sending me all kinds of emails about stuff, just he didn't get a one. Not a one. You remember that? Yeah? No? No? Yeah?
Yeah. Full disclosure, I have not yet received an email.
Oh man, so it does strike somebody. You caught whatever the bug was. But anyways, the AMC A list, they I mean it's pretty much AMC's version of the Movie Pass. Like, you know about that just because you go to the movies with us,
Yeah.
and we all have it.
Yeah.
Just, for convenience sake. It is very convenient.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you see the movies at rates you guys do.
Like, oh yeah, we go see lots of movies. But whenever I had the Movie Pass, like we talked about it in depth when the Movie Pass episodes. Like, you go to the movies and you're kind of questioning, like, is this going to be the time that it doesn't work? Is this going to be the time that I have a problem? And every time that you use it, like, even whenever it does work, you kind of feel like the person taking the card is just kind of like, one of them. It just like, it feels like you're getting away with something. It didn't feel good. Like I don't know what it is. I guess it's just because I know that I'm buying it directly from the theater. But like, if it didn't work, I'd be upset and I'd just go talk to them about it. Like, that's kind of convenient, I guess. But what I'm trying to say is that we have enjoyed the service. It is, and like we have definitely gotten what we pay for. But something that I mentioned in the last episode was, this is great so far. When are they going to pull the wool out from our eyes? When's the thing going to happen? And in this email that we got, they announced a price increase. Predictably, AMC announced a price increase due to a high demand of clientele.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much what MoviePass did to you too. So obviously,
MoviePass definitely took a different approach to it.
yeah, because they didn't think that they had any competition, and now does AMC have any competition?
I mean, MoviePass they're still out there. They're still doing the thing.
You think they'd be fighting each other over this?
I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Like, I don't know if AMC, like, I don't know if it's just a thing of, they just are like, oh man, we're losing. I really think that it's just that they saw an opportunity to make more money just because they saw that there was an interest.
Yeah.
And that's fine for now because it's still not too much. Like we live in an area that's affected. Not every area is affected. I guess that's important to mention. And there's a couple of areas where it's a couple more than what we got. We got $2, a $2 increase per month.
Yeah.
It makes it, about $22 a month. It's still not bad if you go to the movies a lot. If you don't go to the movies a lot, then no point. But if you do, you're still getting a good deal. But I think like in California and in New York and a couple other like big markets, it's going up to $24 a month. So that's a $4 increase. And I don't know, like, I guess maybe if you live in LA, that's still a decent deal.
Oh, I'm sure if you live in LA, $24 to see a movie.
Right? Like, if you live in LA, but I mean, is this setting the precedent? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's just what's going to happen once you corner a market, and it was smart of them to do that for their own theater because they know they have dominance in this area.
They definitely have dominance in this area. We mentioned it the last time. Every theater in this area is an AMC theater.
Basically, yeah. You have to go maybe down to like Gulf Breeze to get something else.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that's what's going to happen. You corner a market, you dominate it, and then you raise your prices because what are they going to do?
Pretty much. And like I do got to say, the only silver lining is if you're currently a member, you are guaranteed your price for 12 months.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to go up tomorrow. They announced the day that's going to happen. I believe it was January that the price officially increases. And if you sign up between now and then, you're guaranteed that price too, I think.
Yeah.
But then I guess the question going forward is like, what about future price increases?
Yeah.
Because we don't know when those are going to happen. How long is this new price going to be guaranteed after that 12-month period?
I mean, even if they increased it, to be fair, the amount that I pay to go see a movie because I don't have it, like I'm paying maybe like if I go see 3 movies in a month, I'm paying upwards of like $50 if I'm gonna get some beers along with it. Plus, like if I'm paying for me and my wife, like yeah, I'm easily paying $60 to go see 3 movies a month, and you can see 1 movie a month and. Or I mean, you can see the same amount, but you're paying for basically like 1/3 of that. So it's still a good deal as you have it. And like if you're the kind of person that wants to go see 1 or 2 movies a week, it's still a really solid deal. But yeah, I could definitely see them trying to push up the prices sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not surprised at the announcement. I guess I'm surprised that it happened so quickly. I don't think I was expecting it to happen so soon.
Well, I don't think they expected for it to be so successful so quickly.
That's true. They
Once everybody jumped off MoviePass onto them, they were like, "Oh, well, we can charge them whatever we want then."
That's true. They're expecting to have more than 500,000 members. Oh yes, January 9th is the day that it happens.
But they do
They're expecting to have more than 500,000 subscribers by that day.
They do the same thing in grocery stores. They'll come out with a larger size of something with a higher price, and then they'll alter the price so the higher price goes onto the smaller size, and they'll get rid of the larger item to normalize that higher price. And
Right.
people just accept it because they slowly are accumulated to that. It's
Acclimated.
yeah, right, yeah, acclimated. Sorry.
And it isn't all bad like that. Like any time that you have to pay a little bit more, it definitely sucks. But whereas like I remember back with MoviePass, like me and Chad were pretty much just watching every day to see like what's going to change with our MoviePass subscription. Like what's going to be different
and that's
today.
lame. If they're super inconsistent like that, then yeah, I would obviously drop it. But
And there's literally
long
no
as it works
difference
for
in
you.
like the services that they're offering. It's just like there's going to be a price change, but that's literally the only change. Oh, and we're lowering the minimum age. Like you can be 16 and have one of these.
But if you are considering getting it, I guess it'd be better to get it now.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like based on what they're telling us. If they're sticking by those guns, then if you sign up for it now, then you're guaranteed that lesser price for a year.
Yeah, for a year. And
For a year.
and then they can do whatever they want.
Then they can do whatever they want. Yeah, but that's pretty much where my biggest concern is what happens after those 12 months.
And that's just business, man.
Like if MoviePass isn't around by then, and I'm honestly surprised like if MoviePass is around by the time I finish this sentence. And once that's probably their biggest competition right now, and just what that they're free to do whatever they want if they don't have competition. They can,
Yeah.
Then it's just like, well, what are you gonna do? Go back to paying for movies?
Yeah.
Remember how much that sucked? It's like, yeah, I do.
Well, I hope they don't go that way, but knowing how theaters and the entertainment business operates in general, I am sure prices are going to go up eventually. That's
Yeah.
just the way of the
That's
world,
the way.
man.
That's the way it works, and we're just gonna have to keep paying attention and seeing if anything else happens. Maybe MoviePass will catch some kind of
Maybe they might
some kind
make
of
a
fourth
turnaround.
wind.
Maybe Blockbuster will come back.
Maybe Blockbuster will make a comeback. People will start going to the stores again.
Oh,
We can leave our doors unlocked at night. It'll be just like the good old days.